Cutiecalities, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm gonna be showing you guys how to crochet a swimsuit slash bodysuit so you can wear at the beach and also as an outfit. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you give a massive thumbs up and also don't forget to subscribe so you can join the Cutiecality family and also watch more of my videos. So let's begin with the tutorial. This is the yarn that I'm gonna be using, so it's the Rowan Pure Wool Super Rush worsted yarn and is 100 grams. And for my hook I'm going to be using a 3.5 millimeters hook. So this is what we're going to be doing. So this is the first part of the project. So it's basically a cup with a little bit of extension on the sides and a little bit in here for the cleavage as well. And this is the color that I'm going to be using. So it's more like a mustard dark yellow color, which is my favorite color. So I thought that it would be really good for like summer outfits and everything. So this is the one that I'm going to be using. So first you guys want to do a slip knot. And now we're going to be doing a chain of 20. So you're going to be holding the last one and you're going to be chaining 3. And then on that one, so on the fourth one, the one that you're holding, you're going to do your first double crochet. And now we're going to be doing double crochets all the way down in the chain until the last one. So when you get to the last one, you want to do 2 more double crochets on that very last stitch. So we're going to do 1, 2. So in total we're going to be having 3 here, 3 double crochets. So you're going to be chaining 2, and then on that same one we're going to be doing 3 more double crochets. So now we're going to be continue doing double crochets all the way until the very last stitch. So I'm here on my last stitch and I wanted to show you guys the very last one, so you cannot forget to do the double crochet, the last one on that very last stitch. It's a little bit kind of like angled in here, but it is there. So now you guys want to chain 3, turn. So now again, for you to have a straight cup on the bottom, you want to forget about this very first stitch, just go on the second one. So we're going to be doing double crochets all the way up to this stitch right here, so right before the little space at the top here. So when you get to the top here, you want to do 2 double crochets and then chain 2 and then 2 more double crochets. And then from here you will be doing double crochets all the way down to the very last stitch. So now what you guys want to do is repeat 2 more rows, the same as this last one that I showed you guys. After that we're going to be doing some increases on one side and then normal on the other side. So I'm going to be showing you that as well. So in one half of the cup I did normal double crochets, and on this side I did the increases from the 15th row all the way down. So you wanted to see, so this is my left side and this is my right side. So you want to make sure that you do the increases on this side to make sure that they connect, they get together. Don't do on the other side, because then otherwise we're not gonna be able to sew it together, both cups. So what I'm gonna do, because my yarn is here, so I'm gonna be doing the 15th increases, and then from here I'm gonna be doing all normal double crochets, the shell stitches, and all the way down normal double crochets. So I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna do the increases. So we will still do the 3 chains, so chain 3 here, Then you want to turn the project. So now we're going to be doing triple crochets instead of double crochets to do the increases. So row 2 times in a hook and then skip the very first stitch. On the second one you will do the triple crochet, so yarning over the first 2, yarning over again on the 2 loops, and then the last 2, and then you will continue for 14 more stitches. So you will be counting the very first one as one as well. So we're going to be doing 15 triple crochets on the bottom in here. So we're going to be doing from here around to here. So I have finished all my 15 triple crochets. So from here all the way up to here we're going to be doing double crochets. So when you get on the top here, we're going to be doing 2 double crochets, chain 2 and 2 double crochets, just as the previous row. And then from here all the way down in the cup we're going to be doing double crochets. So now we're just gonna go back, so chain 3 and then go all the way up. Let's do the shell stitch, so 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, and then go all the way just before the triple crochets in here. So I'm gonna be doing everything and I'm gonna be back with you guys when I'm right here. So from now on we're just gonna continue doing the triple crochets. So we're gonna do 15 again. So from here all the way down to the very last stitch. So this is how it's looking so far, and now we have to do this part right here, which goes under your arms. So we're going to be doing triple crochets. So we're going to be doing 3 rows with triple crochet, so 1 2 3, and we're going to be doing 15, so the same as the increases we're going to be doing in here as well. So to begin, you guys want to chain 3 and then we're going to be doing the triple crochets. So I am here on my last one. Now we will be chaining 3 again, and then turning. And then from now on we're going to be creating triple crochets. So on the very first stitch will be our first one. There we go. And then we're just going to continue all the way down. So the last one right at the end here on the very last stitch, and then we're going to be doing the last row. So chain 3, turn, and then you're going to do the triple crochets all the way down. So I have just finished my last row in here, so you guys can just fasten off. So once you have both cups completed, it's when we're going to be jumping into the next step. I have mine already, as you can see, so both of them completed. The next step is to close the cleavage. So you're going to be facing both cups on the right side, so just like this. And when you turn on the side, you can see that there is 2 stitches, so 2 rows of stitches. So one on this side and one on this side. So you're gonna get 1 stitch from this side on the outside, and then the other one on the outside of the other side, and then you're gonna be sewing it together. Okay, this is the best way, just to be a little bit seamless, so you don't see the seam and the yarn and everything when you're sewing it. You want to find the very first stitch, so this is the first one, and then from the other side, and then you're gonna be getting the yarn and you want to pass through those 2 stitches, and then you want to make a knot. Then just cut a little bit of yarn so you can sew it together. So first thing you want to do is turn your project on the side so you can see the stitches. So you're gonna get the outside stitch from one side and then the other one on the other side, and then you're going to sew it together with the yarn. So just keep doing that. So one from one side and then the other one from the other side, and then sew it together. And then you want to continue until where you want to close your cleavage. So I have closed 13 stitches, okay, as you can see. So when you get at the end, what you guys want to do, you guys just want to fasten off. So just normally how you fasten off. And then this is how the finishing look like. So because we did it on the outside, basically the inside is on the right side of the project, so you don't really see the seam, which it looks really pretty when you're doing projects and you want like a really pretty finish. Under the bust in here, so we're going to be doing under the bust all the way down to where you want the design to be. So we're going to be doing another pattern. So to continue, we're going to be attaching the yarn just below in here, so on the very first stitch. And for the first row, I'm gonna be doing squares on the bottom right here. So you're gonna go back and then you're gonna be chaining 2, as you can see, and then you're gonna be chaining plus 2. And then we have to skip 2 stitches, but we don't really have 2 stitches because it's like the side of the crochet, so you just want to find. So I'm gonna be counting this as 1, 2, and then in the middle here I'm gonna be doing a single crochet, and then chain 2 again, skip 2, 1, 2, on the third one a single crochet. So chain 2, so skip 2, so 1, 2, on the next one you're gonna be doing a single crochet. So you guys want to continue doing this all the way through the bottom in here. So my row is finished and I'm gonna be doing again the same on the next row. So you guys want to chain 4 just like previously. Now we kind of have stitches in here because we did that row just to kind of like even out like all the bottom in here, so we can actually see the stitches. So we're going to be doing the same as previously. So we're going to be chaining 2 and then single crochet on the third, because we're going to be skipping 2 stitches, and we're going to be doing that all the way through the bottom again until you get to the last stitch right here. So I finished my second row, as you can see, like that. So it's just like a finish, it's like a nicer finish on the bottom in here, so we can continue the pattern. From now on we're not going to be doing the same as we did previously, we're going to do a little bit different. So now we will be chaining 3, and then we're going to be chaining 2 more. And then we're going to be skipping again 2 stitches. So 1, 2, on the third we're going to be doing a double crochet. So we're not going to be working with single crochets anymore. So like this. And then you want to chain 2 again, and then you want to skip 2 stitches. So 1, 2, on the third you want to do a double crochet. And then we're going to be doing the third square, so chain 2. And then instead of going on the third stitch right here, we will be jumping into the loop that we have right there. So of course we're going to be doing the same when we're having the squares as well, but for now, because it's just the base, we're going to be doing on the loop. So we're gonna be basically skipping 1, 2, 3, and then on the loop in here we're gonna be doing 5 double crochets. So 1, so we're gonna be doing 3 squares and then shell stitch. So let's finish the first row and then we jump into the next one. So chain 2, and then this is normal. Skip 2 on the 3rd double crochet. So this is our first square. The 3rd, we will be jumping into the loop, so 5 double crochets on that same loop. So I'm just gonna be continue doing all my pattern all the way to the last stitch right here. So make sure you just have the 3 squares and then the shell stitch. Just follow the same steps all the way down on the row, okay? And then I'll be back. So starting right here, we're gonna be chaining 3, and then we're gonna be chaining plus 2, so in total is 5, and then we're gonna go straight into the next square. So we're gonna be skipping the first one, and we're gonna be doing the shell, the 5 double crochets on the next square. Now you guys want to chain 2, and then you guys want to skip 2 stitches, so 1, 2, and then on the 3rd you guys want to do the next double crochet. There we go. So now we're going to be following up with 2 more, so we're going to be basically copying the same as previously. So we have 3 squares, shell, 3 squares, shell, 3. So when you do 2 squares is when we're gonna do the next shell. So we have 3 squares, we're gonna be doing the next shell in the middle of them, okay, on the second one. So all of these, so 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here, okay? So we're gonna be doing the squares and then shells, squares and shells. So chain 2, and then you're gonna be starting doing the double crochets on the second square in the 3, so in the middle one. So we're gonna do 5 double crochets, just like that. So you see, you have of course the square to just complete the row, and then we have shell and then 3 squares, shell, and then now again we're gonna have 3. Now is when you're gonna do the next shell, so chain 2 and then skip the first square on the second one, 5 double crochets. So now we're just going to be following the same steps all the way to the very last stitch on this row. So I just want to show you guys at the end in here so you guys don't get a little bit lost. So I have my 3 other squares here left to do. So I just chain 2, and then you're going to be skipping the very first square, and then you're going to be doing another shell just on the second one. So 5 double crochets. And then you're gonna be chaining 2, and then just the last double crochet just here. And that completes the second row. So the third row is gonna be basically copying the same as the first one that we did. So it's gonna be square, and then we're gonna do shell just in the middle here, and then squares, shell, square, shells, and then continuing like that. So we're gonna be chaining 3 plus 2. And then we're going to be skipping 2 stitches, and then the double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, so 1, 2, on the 3rd a double crochet, and then now it's when we're going to be doing the shell. So chain 2, and then skip the first square. On the second one we're going to be doing 5 double crochets, and then we're going to be chaining 2, and then skipping 2 stitches. On the 3rd a double crochet, so we're going to be doing the 2 squares that we need to do. There we go. And then when doing the 3rd we're going to be skipping the first. On the second square 5 double crochets, and then that's how you're gonna be basically doing the third row. So this is how it looks so far. So the next part is going to be basically doing the same steps that we did on the 4 rows in here, all the way down until when we're going to be starting doing the underwear part of the swimsuit. So I'm gonna let you know how many rows I did for this one. I just finished all the rows, so I have 10 in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And from my under bust all the way down to where I finish, it is, I'm gonna measure that for you guys. So from under my bust all the way down to the bottom in here where I'm stopping is 20 centimeters. So what we're going to be doing now on the bottom in here is basically doing a bikini bottom. So right here we're going to be doing basically like this. And what I want to show it to you guys also to just be a little bit easier. So this is a swimsuit that I own. So what I'm measuring it and what I'm doing basically from here, from like all the way up in here all the way to here is basically my cup, and then from here all the way down to here it's basically my rib cage. So it's basically this part right here. So bust, rib cage, waist. Okay, that's basically waist and a little bit of your stomach. So how I measured, usually I always use my own clothes that I have, and I just use them to just make my own crochet projects, because I think that's the best way as well, and you can get like a better result, and then you can always follow the same size and everything. So I have 20 at the moment, so 20 is right here, and then I'm gonna add one more row just to get this part done. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be starting to decrease and create the bikini bottom basically. So this is how you can measure, like have something that you already have and measure everything. If you guys have any questions, just comment down below and then I can try and answer those in the comments as well. So now the next step is basically to create 2 rows with only double crochets. So we're gonna be starting in here, so chaining 3 and then doing double crochets on every single stitch all the way to the other side. So we're going to be doing 2 rows of only double crochets just to get the base of the bikini bottom, basically the bottom in here. So chain 3, just follow the right amount of stitches that are basically on the bottom right here, okay, because otherwise it's going to start to open the project and that is not great. I'm gonna show you guys also on top of the shells so you guys can see. Right here we have 5 stitches and right here we have only 2, so make sure you only do two double crochets on top of the shells, okay? Skip 1, just 2, just so you can get that the same amount of stitches on the squares, not on the shells, okay? So you just want to make sure that you're doing exactly the same as the very beginning when we started here, there. So just continue. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be doing my 2 rows of only double crochets and then I'm gonna be back. I just finished my 2 rows with only double crochets. If you want to exactly how I'm doing, so just follow the same steps. If you want it a little bit bigger, you can follow basically something like this. A little bit bigger. This is the back of the bikini bottom and this is what you can do. So instead of having starting it from here, which mine is gonna be, you can just start it from here and then decrease until you have only those that amount of crochets there, of the double crochets. And then from that point then you can do the back, and the back also is the same. You can do as big as you want, as smaller as you want, so it just depends. So let me explain how we're gonna be doing that. Get just a little bit of yarn in a different color and we have to mark down the middle of your project. So right here So this is my middle, basically with the cleavage. That's the cleavage, so you go all the way down and then that's the middle. So now you want to choose how big you want. So I'm counting from the middle one all the way to the side, so it's 15 stitches. So you do want to mark that down. And then just do the same on the other side. The first part is going to be basically single crochets, so we can transition to a double crochet, though I'm going to be working with double crochets. So single crochets, and then we're going to be transitioning to double crochets. So, and then here we're going to be doing double crochets and then transitioning again down to single crochets. So chain 1 and then you turn, and then from now on we're just going to be doing single crochets all the way to that stitch right here. When you get to this point, you want to start doing the double crochets. So you want to do double crochets all the way to the other side, right here. I just finished all the double crochets. So from here all the way to the end, to the last stitch, we're going to be doing the single crochets. So I'm going to be fastening off right here, and I'm going to be moving the yarn to basically the very first stitch on the double crochet, and then we're going to be basically doing the front of the swimsuit in here. So just on top of that one, okay, so you can just attach your yarn there, and then chain 2 after you attach it, and let's do another row with no decreases or increases or anything. So from here, from the beginning all the way to the other side, so all the way to the last double crochet, I'm just gonna do another row with only the double crochets. So this is the other row with only the double crochets. So now we're going to be starting to decrease. So what we're going to be doing now, to decrease, we're going to be skipping the first stitch. So we have the very first one which connects the yarn, basically this one. So don't do anything about that, we're not counting this one for this part. Skip this very first one and create a single crochet on the next one, so on the second stitch. So right here, a single crochet. So from now on we're just gonna continue chain 2 and then continue with the double crochets, and when you get to your third stitch right here from the last one, so count 1 2 3, when you get to the third one here you stop. So when you get to the final 4 stitches you want to do the first one, so it's the double crochet. I just wanted to show you guys how it would look as well, and to explain how you're gonna do. And then in here on the 2 last ones you want to do half double crochets. So here you're just gonna get half of it, and then the rest you're gonna keep on the hook, and then same for the last one. So just get it, it's there, and then just yarn over the 2. There we go, and then now you just yarn over all of them together. So now we're gonna be turning and we're gonna be decreasing again. So now we're gonna be decreasing again, so we skip the first one. On the second one a single crochet, and then chain 2, and then double crochets all the way to the third one from the last stitch. So first double crochet, yarn over the first 2, and then on this one, on the very last one, yarning over just the first 2, and then all of the 3 together. So now we're going to be basically continue doing the decreases on both sides. Remember to do on both sides, otherwise it's not going to work. So we're going to do the decreases until we have only 10 stitches right here. I'm gonna show you an example. So when we have 10 stitches right at the bottom in here, that's when we're gonna stop, and then that's when we're gonna do the back. So I'm gonna be continuing doing the decreases until I have 10 stitches, 10 double crochets just on the bottom in here, and then I'll be back with you guys. So as you guys can see, I finished my decreases and now I have 10 double crochets. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So basically we're going to be doing the bottom right here of the swimsuit, and this is basically what it looks like. So this part right here, so from here to here, but we're only going to be doing the front. So that's 7 from the front in total, and then after we have the ones from the back, but that's, I'm gonna tell you guys later. So I have one already done, so I'm gonna be doing 6 more rows with only the 10 double crochets, and then we're gonna be doing the back. So you want to single crochet and then turn, and then you want to chain 2, 1 2, and then right on the next one you want to do the next double crochet. So we're gonna do all the way to the end, and then we're gonna come back for 6 rows. Here we go. So now you chain 3 and then you do the next one, and then you can just continue all the way until you have the 7 rows completed. As you can see, I just finished my 7 rows with only 10, and now we're gonna be doing the back of the bodysuit. So right here we're gonna add 7 more rows with the 10 double crochets. So 7 in the front, 7 in the back, and then we're gonna be starting to increase on the back for the bum. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna continue doing the same that I was doing before, but 7 more extra rows in here. So I'm gonna be coming back with you with these already completed. I just finished my 7 extra rows here on the bottom. So I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. You can see the pin right here. Now that you completed all the 14 in here, we're gonna be doing the back. So the back we're only gonna be doing with increases. So we're gonna be increasing from here all the way up where you want it to stop, basically. From here all the way up to where I want my bikini to stop, I'm gonna be doing 10 rows. So I'm gonna show you what to do. So chain 3, and then you can turn, and then what's gonna happen in here, I'm only gonna be increasing 2 double crochets on each row. To increase, you're gonna be doing the double crochet on the very first stitch. So right here we're gonna be doing a double crochet. We're gonna be continuing with the double crochet all the way to the end, and when you get to the very last one, you also will be adding an extra double crochet. So just go back on that and then just create another double crochet. So now again, chain 3 on the very first one, a double crochet, and then double crochets all the way to the end, and then for the last one again we're gonna be adding 2 double crochets on that. So the actual one and the extra one, so 1 and 1. So you're gonna do that for as many rows as you want, and when I'm finished I'm gonna be back and then I'm gonna show it to you guys. So I've just finished the back, as you guys can see here. So the next thing we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be cleaning the edges just in here with single crochets. So you guys can just go all the way around with single crochets on both sides, and then basically we're done with the bottom, and then after we're just gonna be doing the back and the straps. I tried it on and I do need a little coverage right here. So I'm gonna be doing single crochets on the first, second and third row, and from here all the way to the first increase in here, I'm gonna be doing the double crochets on the sides only, okay? On this side, on this side. In the front, I'm gonna be leaving it as it is here, and then the back, just single crochet on the 1 to 3 rows here, and then double crochets, and then single crochets everywhere else. Just so you guys can see how it looks as well. So I have the single crochets, the double crochets, and then from here is going to be all single. So I'm going to do that off the camera, and then I'll be back with it, with this completed. So before I do the back, I want to show you guys, I did this side already, so I can show you guys what I'm gonna do. Of course you guys can choose any back that you want. I just decided to do this one because I thought it was a little bit nicer on my body shape. So what I did, I just created a few double crochets, just going across here and then decreasing the rows and then finishing up with basically one only on the top. So I'm gonna be increasing in here just a little bit more, like you see here. And then of course from there I'm gonna work my way all the way up. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. So I don't know if you guys remember, so from here to here is basically the back of my swimsuit, and in here I've just added a different color yarn just so I remember where the middle is, because of course I did this side for you guys before, so I can just show you before doing, and then of course in here I'm gonna do with you guys, so it's a little bit different. So on the other side, you guys just want to choose any stitches. So we're going to be doing 5 double crochets. So you're just going to be attaching your yarn, and then you're going to be doing 5 double crochets. You're going to be chaining 3, so 1, 2, 3, and then 5 double crochets. 4, this is a double crochet, we are counting as 1. And we're going to be repeating this for 2 more rows. So I did 3 in total on this side, so I'm going to do the same on this side. So now the only thing that we have to do is basically attach on the other side. So I'm gonna be doing on the reverse, and I'm just gonna be bringing it all the way up. Basically wanted to sew it together from here to here, okay? So you can see how I'm showing it to you guys. So here basically, so just here. So just put it together on the reverse. It's not something very hard, so you guys just put it together like this. The yarn on the back, and we're gonna be doing slip stitches. So this is how it looks like. So now we can just fasten off. So now what you guys want to do is basically attach your yarn right here in that stitch. So we can start doing the double crochets from here and then going all the way to the middle stitch just here. And then from here you guys just want to create double crochets. So we're going to be creating double crochets all the way to the middle stitch right here. Now because I did this one, I have to just explain to you guys how I'll do the second part. So basically, I'm just gonna be attaching on the other side, right here, okay? So do the very last double crochet. So right on that stitch, if you have finished that, I'm gonna be attaching on the other side. And then from now on, you're just gonna be repeating with me. So we're gonna be decreasing all the way up. So you're just gonna be turning. So like always, you're going to be skipping the first one. On the second, you're going to be doing a single crochet. And then from there, you're going to be starting your double crochets. And then you're going to go all the way to the end of this row. And then I'm going to show you guys what to do when I get right here at the end. So when you get at the end in here, you guys want to do the last double crochet. And you guys just want to attach the yarn with a slip stitch just on the beginning here. So on basically jumping this, probably a chain, I think, or a double crochet. Skip that and then just attach your yarn right here on the top. So this is what you want to do. So now we're going to be moving the yarn upwards on the next stitch. So we're going to be stitching it all the way up to here, and then we're going to create the double crochets going backwards. So you want to go up with slip stitches, so all the way up, there we go, and then here, and then turn, and you can just start again the double crochets all the way to the middle. Sorry if I told you guys to go all the way down, but it wasn't. So just leave 2 stitches at the end so we can do the decrease. I forgot about that. So just do the first part of the double crochet, yarn over the 2 loops, and then again, and then 2 loops, and then yarn over all the 3 together. There we go. So now we're just gonna turn, skip the first one, jump into the second, and then single crochet. And now you just want to double crochet all the way down. So I got at the end, so remember that we need to attach on the top in here on the other side, so we can just move upwards. So we're just gonna be attaching in here with a slip stitch, and then again, so we're just gonna be doing the same. We're gonna be slip stitching all the way up to the next stitch on the side, so on the side here, and then again we're gonna be going all the way down to the second to last stitch, which is that one, and then in here we're going to be creating the decrease again. And then you want to decrease again, so double crochet, yarn over the first 2, double crochet, yarn over the first 2, and then yarn over all of them. So first I'm gonna do 8 rows with the decreases, and then we're gonna be doing some straight ones, just going up all the way straight with no decreases, and then at the end in here we're gonna do a few decreases just to finish it off. So I'm gonna finish it off my 8, and then I'm gonna do the other ones straight with you guys. I'm gonna do a few, and then after we're gonna finish it off. So I have finished all my 8 rows with the decreases. So now we're gonna do 7 rows with only double crochets and no decreases. So chain 3, turn. It's basically the same, guys, but without any decreases. So first double crochet, and then just continue all the way to the end. Now you just want to attach on the other side. Now what I decided in here is having 2 double crochets that I can find in here and moving all the way to the second, so right here. So I'm gonna be slip stitching all the way to the second double crochet that I find. So let's do that. So I'm gonna be turning, and I'm gonna be doing double crochets all the way down again, and then for 7 rows in total I'm gonna be doing exactly the same that I'm doing now. So when I have my 7 rows completed, I'm gonna coming back, and then we're gonna do the rest. I just finished all my rows, my 7, with only double crochets, no decreases. So we're gonna be doing the decreases, so we're gonna be doing exactly the same. You guys want to move to the second, so 1, 2, so right here. So let's do that. So right at the top, okay, and then you guys will be turning. And then right here we're gonna be doing double crochets until the second to last stitch. And then here you guys want to do exactly the same, so double crochet, yarn over the 2, double crochet, yarn over only the 2 at the beginning, and then you're gonna have 3 and then yarn over all of them together. So for the next row, basically exactly the same. You're gonna be skipping the first one, jumping into the second, single crochet, and then double crochets all the way down. When you finish, you're going to be attaching on this side, so on the second double crochet, so 1, 2, right at the top, there we go. And then we're going to be basically doing the final, so we're going to be moving all the way to the top. So now we just need to finish it off with the decreases. So let's do the double crochets. There we go. And then in here we're gonna be doing the decrease. So there we go. So now just to finish it off, we're gonna be starting doing single crochets all the way down just to have like a nice finish. So I'm gonna do single crochets just all the way down here. So starting from the top, finding my stitch, and then just doing basically the single crochets. We'll do that all the way down. To finish it off, you just want to create a slip stitch. Okay, now we are finished, so you can just fasten off. So before you guys do the straps, you guys need to decide how you want them to look like. So the only thing you guys want to do is basically just attach the yarn in a place that you guys will know that you want the straps to be, because then in here what you guys can do, you guys can just like bring it up and then just play with the back. So what I'm gonna do, it's basically attach my yarn right on the back first and then create my chain. So right here I can just come in here and attach my yarn right here, and then from here I can just start my chain. So once I have both chains completed, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna have my straps. I just finished both straps and I still need to cut all the little threads around, so I'm gonna do that at the end. Now is the time that you guys will be playing around with the straps. What I'm gonna do is basically pass through the top in here in the cup, and then I'm gonna keep that here. In here, that's what I want to show you guys. So I'm gonna be putting through this loop right here on the sides. So on this side, just like this, and then here you guys can just choose how you want. You can just close it now, just like this. You guys can maybe even close it here and just have the straps on the top, or you guys can just do a crisscrossing on the back. This is basically what I'm gonna do, but like what I told you guys, you can do anything that you want with these. They are very, very flexible. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm finished. Oh my god, it looks so pretty, guys. So now the last thing that I have to do is basically just clean all the threads around my bodysuit. I'm gonna do like what I always do. I'm gonna be cutting the little threads and I'm gonna be putting a little bit of my fabric glue. This is a new one, so I'm gonna be trying that for you guys and see if I like it. I'm gonna be back in a second with all this already done for you guys. So this is the final project, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. It was very nice doing this video and super fun because I never done anything like this before. Of course I did some crop tops and everything, but this is how it looks like. Oh my god guys, I'm very happy. So beautiful. This looks really cute. The straps this way gives like a touch to the project as well. So this is it guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also to give this video a massive thumbs up if you guys enjoyed. Leave me any questions below in the comments if you have any regarding this project or any others that you guys want me to do. And I'll see you soon guys on my next video. Bye bye!